Buttercup. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
It's Tuesday, May 16th. Yep, it is. All day long.
Valerie's been cha-chinging like a son of a gun this morning. Making me jealous.
You been working this morning, Valerie?
Not really.
Oh.
I just been cha-ching.
Oh.
Yeah.
I sold 2 things so far, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like within 5 minutes of each other.
I painted my door red, so.
Let me see that freaking door.
I said I wasn't, I'm not going to wait for them to change it. I'll just paint it.
There you go.
Right.
Give it some curb appeal.
That's right. That is right. I'm going to find the chat here. Get in there and see what's going on. Got my 20 done last night.
I might have to refresh. My stuff is freezing.
Uh-oh. Well, heck, there ain't even nobody in. Oh, okay.
I know. That's what I was going to say. Something is wrong.
Yeah, because usually there's like a page of chat already by the time we get in. So, morning, Megan. Good morning, Silverhair Stecker. He said we're the ponders of postage prices. Yep.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm slamming these. They don't have any caffeine in them.
I went to bed last night and ended up waking up at 3. Got up at 3. Went and sat in my recliner. And then about 4 o'clock, I decided I was going to take another nap. And woke up at 7, so.
Oh.
Me and my crazy life. Huh. Jack Smack says it's past 8 in the morning. Where's the booze?
No, man.
Dude, the booze would just make us go back to sleep.
That's
we get nothing done.
Oh, my hair's all funky.
Yeah, that's probably what I need right now is some coffee, but it's a little bit too warm for that, so I think not.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe have to make me an iced coffee.
Megan says the notification didn't come through. That may be why it's emptier in here.
Well, that's weird because it came through on my computer.
That's weird. I don't know. No explanation.
I had $130 in sales yesterday.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good. Between eBay and Etsy.
I seen your post that you had sold something on Etsy.
Yeah, it was my first time in years. I haven't sold on Etsy in probably, 5-6 years.
Wow.
Maybe even more, maybe 7. Yeah, so I sold my first item yesterday for the first time in years.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. I used to like selling on Etsy, but then I quit for a while, and yeah, I just never got back into it. Well, I thought, since I'm doing my hiatus of eBay, I thought, well, I'll try it out for a while.
Yeah.
I only listed like 5 or 6 items like a week ago, so. But some needlepoint kits.
Yeah. My daughter Julie sells on there because she makes
like
t-shirts, onesies, and stuff like that. So
She do pretty
more,
good on there.
yeah, yeah. She usually gets about she averages about 3 sales a day.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow.
She does really good.
She does homemade, huh?
Yeah.
Does she list any like vintage stuff or?
Um, she just does like the homemade, like she'll make like the sayings on shirts.
Oh,
She does that type of thing. Mainly just like kids.
kids shirts, huh?
Yeah.
Because I wondered how many sales people really make with vintage stuff on Etsy, you know. But
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, a lot
It's
of
got to be pretty good though, because it seems like Etsy does really well
yeah.
as far as, you know, just the business themselves.
Well, over the last like 6 years, they've really come up in the ranks too.
Right.
You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I thought while I was taking it easy on eBay, I was thinking about seeing if I could put some effort into Etsy and Bonanza and see if I could make those two platforms work for me as well as eBay does.
Right.
But then I think, you know, well, I hate to stop my eBay for now because, you know, that's where the money is at, you know.
Right.
Have you had any problems with Bonanza lately?
No.
Is the site
Sync.
site itself working good, or?
Yeah, it works. It works really good. I know like probably about a year ago, they were having problems with like double listing and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I don't have those problems anymore on there. I called them and talked to them about it, and they told me that I should reset my store because there was a problem with the way they upload stuff, that it doesn't delete stuff. But then they made the changes where when you sell something on eBay, it takes it off Bonanza, so you didn't have to do that manually anymore. And then they
Right.
fixed that. They fixed that uploading thing too. So,
Hmm.
so for the
I,
most part, yeah, I don't have any problems with Bonanza anymore.
I might have to give them another chance. You know, because
You know,
I always felt like, okay, there's gonna be at least, one sale from Bonanza this month, because that's
yeah,
kind of how it went. And
yeah,
then it kind of got better. It was, sometimes two. And so, even if it's just one or two more sales, that's better than nothing.
yeah, it's
Right.
sales.
But I didn't want to risk, having a double sale, again, or, something like that. But if they're doing better, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't had any problems with them. Probably in the last year, I haven't had any problems with them. So,
Oh, that's good.
or at
I have
least
to give them.
almost a year. I think it's a year, but it's at least almost a year.
I have to give them another try.
Yeah. Well, that's what I figure. You know, I only make maybe 1 or 2 sales a month, sometimes 3, um, because I'm not real diligent on it. Um, but they, but I figure it's better than no sale. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
sales that happen there. So I mean, obviously, if I wasn't doing it, I wouldn't have had those 2 or 3 extra sales a month. You know, I mean, it's kind of like my merchant fulfilled Amazon. You know, I throw things up there once in a while, usually like books or something. And I get maybe 1 or 2 sales a month. I maybe make 50 bucks on there, a month, if that. But I figure, it's better than no sale,
Yeah.
I've actually thought of just quitting Amazon completely. I mean, I'm really not into it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm having a hard time finding a place to set my tablet. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. You figure it out. You'll figure it out.
But yeah, it's I mean, it's all sales. I mean, I put stuff up on Craigslist. I put stuff up on Facebook occasionally. It's sales
Yeah.
are sales. As long as you're making sales, that's the main thing.
Right. Yeah.
As long as you can keep up with it all.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing you gotta worry about. But yeah, I wanted to try. I was thinking about trying to put my efforts into Etsy and Bonanza and seeing if I could generate sales, as many sales on there as I do eBay. If I was to put all the work that I put into eBay into there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about making like a whole video series about it or whatever. But I just hate to leave myself short, of those sales. So
Yeah,
eBay,
I mean that's. I mean, could you do all three, or would that be too much? Do you think?
I don't know. It's it's a lot of
Because
work.
I mean,
All three.
really, it'd probably be the best time to do it because you're starting fresh and everything. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but I know that's a lot to take care
Well, I
of.
mean, it would double my workload.
Right. Exactly. I always had an issue with, like I've sold on Macari. I don't think I've sold on. I sold on Bonanza, Macari. I think that's it. I think I had an account with Etsy, and I posted a couple of things, but I never sold anything, so I just canceled. But I think when you have so many accounts, it's almost, it gets a little confusing, or it can.
Well, see, like Bonanza and eBay, you can pretty much list the same things on both of those places, or
Right.
you can just put your listings over onto Bonanza. So that time with, because when something sells on one, it deletes it from the other. Fine. And but you can't list everything you list on eBay on Etsy. Because Etsy's homemade, craft supplies, or vintage.
Right.
But although, I mean, almost anything could be construed as craft supplies. I mean, people use all kinds of things for craft supplies. I mean, I suppose I could even put motor parts up there, and that's actually a craft supply, But so that the Etsy thing might get a little confusing to me because, and then I also have Amazon, where some of the books don't sell on eBay, but they sell on Amazon. So I have some of my books on Amazon that I don't have on eBay. So confusing too. I have to remember where that stuff is.
Well, hello.
It's the morning at Cha-Ching's.
This is this morning.
That's a good sound. That's music to my ears.
I just worry about it getting confusing because, like I said, if you can list, if you got the same things listed on two platforms, then it's a little easier. But when you start adding more platforms in there and you're putting different stuff up there, that might get a little confusing.
Right.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm just play around with it.
Yeah, I had a couple of things that I had left over from my job, and they were medical type things, like a pulse ox probe, and and stuff like that. So of course, I couldn't list those on eBay because you had to have it requires a prescription. And so I
Yeah.
listed them on Bonanza, and they sold really good. So,
Mhm.
and I think I have a few of those items. So, what I may do is go ahead and start another account with Bonanza, but not
Mhm.
sync my eBay, at least for right now.
Yeah.
I just had me and Sally both, we had a problem with them doubling our listings, and they would put they wouldn't delete things off that had sold on eBay. Just
Yeah.
had a really hard time with them. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't worth it. I felt like I wasn't doing right by the customer by being involved with them, even because
Hmm.
they were so glitchy,
Yeah.
and then you couldn't
Well, they've made a lot of
you couldn't
changes, so.
communicate you couldn't communicate to them. I would send them emails and they wouldn't even send me emails back. And it was like, how do I communicate with you if you're not going to send me emails back? I'm doing the best I can, trying to communicate with you so that you can communicate with the customer,
right,
and, because at that time I couldn't even get in contact with the customer. I had to go
Yeah.
through Bonanza to get, in contact with the customer because they were saying that I didn't even have, whenever I went to my Bonanza, it was saying that I didn't have a sale. But then
Oh.
I had a sale come through in my email.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is crazy because did I have the sale or did I not?
Yeah.
And then so I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I couldn't communicate with Bonanza because they wouldn't message me back. So it was like I didn't even know what I was going to do. And I don't even
Oh.
know if they resolved that. I really don't, because I couldn't even get in contact with the customer. So
yeah,
it
Okay. So
is not, it's
go ahead.
not auction style, right? Yeah.
No.
yeah,
No, it's buy it now.
it's just buy it now.
And Megan Carl said, be sure to check out Shippo for shipping with Etsy. It used to be cheaper than Etsy and synchronizes. Now I shipped one yesterday with a needlepoint kit on Etsy, and I only paid $277 to ship it. So it's cheap just to ship it through Etsy.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
Bonanza is more though, right?
um,
But
I don't think so. I never really noticed a big difference in Bonanza.
they charge a fee or something, and it turns out to be more to ship with
But you
them.
could always ship your Bonanza stuff through PayPal
Oh,
too.
true.
right.
But as far as that goes, I sell merchant fulfilled on Amazon. Amazon charges me $1.20 every time I ship something through them, print a label through them. So yeah, I think Bonanza does too, like $1 something.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll change. They've been making change with leaps and bounds. How often do you sell on Bonanza, Tiffany? I only sell maybe 1 or 2 items a month, sometimes 3. But that's what I'm talking about. I was wondering if I put as much effort into Bonanza as I do eBay.
Well, you don't really have to put any effort into that
Well, that's the thing.
That's the good part about it.
Now with Bonanza, like you can list on there for free. It only costs you if you sell. You can open a store or a membership, I mean, and pay, and then it gives you more advertising, and that's how they make their money. But the nice thing about Bonanza is that they put your stuff out there through Google Shopping and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And many different ones. I don't remember all the ones that they. I I don't remember all the ones that they put it on. But yeah, it's many different advertisements that they put you out on to
Yeah.
get sales.
That was
And-
one of the good things I liked about Bonanza, because I felt like I was getting seen more. Even on my eBay, I was getting seen more because I had, you know,
Yep.
more of my listings somewhere else.
Yes.
But Bonanza itself doesn't have a lot of traffic because it's not widely known.
No, but if somebody's putting in, because a lot of people, when they're shopping these days, they're just Googling a lot of times. And they're throwing it in there, and then they're clicking on when they see it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where Bonanza comes in, because they're advertising out everywhere. And there's different things that you can do on Bonanza to make your sales or make your items stand out more. Like there's a thing where you can put it where if you sell, you'll give them a little more percentage, and then they'll advertise more for you.
Right.
You know,
Kind of like the promoted listings almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as far as listing goes, it's free to list.
Right.
And the nice thing that you guys know about is that you can synchronize it with your eBay. So Bonanza, you don't even have to do anything with. And just be your big brother there, just sitting there, and they do all the work for you. You just ship your stuff out when it sells. And another nice thing about Bonanza is you're not getting a bunch of lowball offers either. When people buy stuff on Bonanza, they're usually doing it at full price.
Right.
Now I have Bonanza will, you can check a thing where it says discount your items on Bonanza. So you want to make sure that's not checked if you don't want your stuff discounted.
Right.
If you want it to be the same price as eBay.
Yeah, Megan says it's only priority where you'll see a discount. I guess she's referring to the Shippo on Etsy. So
yeah, I don't know. I shipped out that thing yesterday, and it was only $277 to ship.
Yeah.
To Michigan. So I mean, it'll be cheap to Michigan anyways because I'm close to Michigan. But I don't know. But I'm sure I'm sure Etsy has made changes to that too. I'm sure they're more competitive. Because I thought it did say something about USPS giving you deals on Etsy. Because it told me yesterday when I sold something, they said to ship it through Etsy and save money with USPS.
Right.
So I think Etsy might have. What the heck? But I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to try and see if those platforms would work. Because everybody's always looking for an alternative to eBay when they get ticked off with eBay. I don't. I like eBay. I don't have a problem with eBay, but a lot of people are always saying, "Oh, I want something different than eBay," and I just thought, well, I would put some effort into Bonanza and Etsy and see if I could make those platforms work for me.
Yeah.
Like Treasured Vintage, Angie, she does a lot of Etsy, more Etsy than eBay. She seems to do pretty good, but she does all just jewelry, which I don't do jewelry, so.
Right. I think it's more of like a niche.
Well, yeah, and if you're doing like vintage stuff, Etsy's good for vintage stuff, I've heard. But I don't know. I haven't gotten into it yet, so. Like I said, I listed like 5 or 6 items last week, or 4 or 5 items last week, and or a week ago, and I sold one yesterday. So that's not.
Yeah.
But I haven't been putting I did it that one day, listed those items, and I haven't been back since. So
Right.
I think almost all the platforms, you have to put some work into them
Yeah,
to get your sales, you know.
sure. I think it was Etsy. They're kind of clicky.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like them to, you know,
Hmm.
for that reason. Because I just, I'm simple. I just want to go in there, put my stuff on, and sell it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to like everybody's,
Hmm.
you know, store and, mingle and, I'm
Yeah.
not about that. But yeah, Megan says she put her Etsy shop on vacation in January. Said she'd make it back there at some point.
Hmm.
Tiffany says that she needs to do something. eBay is dead. Um, I may have to. Let's see. I may not have. I may have the things that are not for eBay. That's the thing, though. Everything's for eBay.
Yeah.
Um, you need to probably, maybe go back and look at your listings and look at your pictures and
Yep.
um,
List more.
list.
List
Yeah.
consistent.
Listing
That's
is huge.
Yeah, listing is the big thing that drives sales on eBay. You have to list consistently every day or every other day in order to get good sales on eBay.
Yep.
When I don't list, I don't sell. When I list, I sell. It's and part of that is I've always been a firm believer, and one of this woman that I always sometimes answer questions for and stuff and kind of helped her out. She even noticed that a difference because I told her when you hit 500 listings, that's when you really see a jump in your sales, I think. And she noticed that too. She seems to think that when she hit 500 listings, that's when now she's really starting to make a living.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people say, "Oh, if you have all these items, you're not selling." No, if you list more than what you're selling, you'll to more than 500 listings.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in that. I think like me and Tara talk about having more lines in the water. If I'm out fishing, I'm going to put 3 lines in the water if I can, with 3 different things on it to catch that fish. Whereas eBay's the same thing. I put as many lines in the water as I can with different things and catch that fish.
Mary O says, how many should a person list a day?
How many things? I feel that if you list 20 things a day, at least, you will really make good money. That's what I've found.
Right.
But I think as long as you're listing consistently every day, if you can't, I think you should list at least 10 a day, if not more. But if you can't list that day, if you don't really have a lot of time, at least get 5 items up. What is
Yep.
it to put 5 items up? But they got to see that activity. But I think in a general rule, I've always tried to stick with 20 a day. Um, Back when I was really busy on eBay and diligent about it. And I always made sales. I always made money. I've always made good money on eBay when I did 20 a day. And there were some days in there where I didn't have time to do 20 a day, so I'd only do 5 or I'd only do 10. But in a general rule, I think you should at least list 20 a day.
Right.
I think.
I completely agree. I mean,
And there's some people out there who they only list 1 every, and they still make sales. It just depends. It also depends on what you're selling, but
right.
if you're selling the high sought after items, high moving items, yeah, you don't have to list as much. But when you're selling like vintage and stuff like that, that's little slow movers, yeah, you have to get that momentum going and keep listing.
Yeah.
you know, if you're selling high searchable items, you know, items that are always being searched for, sure, you don't need as many items up. But, and like I said, you know, when I really, really started making money is after I had 500 listings up.
Yeah.
That's when I really saw a difference. And so did that woman that I was helping out. She messaged me the other day and said, "You were right. After once I hit 500 listings, now I'm making a living." You know.
Yeah. Tiffany, she said that she has 300 items listed, but has 1,084 quantity worth. So I'm assuming she's got multiple quantity.
Yeah.
Now, do you do promoted listings on eBay? Because that will help get your multiple quantities.
Mm-hmm.
That will help get those, help those sell. They'll get that, give those exposure and advertisement, so they will sell better. So that's an option also.
And that's a good way to promote, to get your items moving, because you only pay if you sell.
Right.
You only pay that extra percentage if you sell them on the promoted listings. So
Right.
It's not like you're going out there and putting extra money out there and not selling anything and not making up for that extra money that you're putting out there, because you're only paying for those promoted listings if your item sells.
Right.
And that's one thing I liked about Bonanza too, is you're only paying if your item sells, you know. And that was one thing I liked about Bonanza. And then Etsy, you pay 20 cents a listing, but that listing is good for like 3 months.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a little higher to list on there, but like I said, it's for 3 months. Your listing is up there.
Sorry, I had to go and put my packages out.
I always thought eBay should just give us free listings and just charge us for our sales. But
yeah,
they make
Tiffany says, how do I promote the listings? If you go into what is it, marketing, and then it'll have promoted listings. You click on that and you go into it, and you'll scroll down to create a new campaign. If you click on that, and basically what it'll do is you'll just select, it'll come up with it says up to 500 listings per campaign, and you just click on the select listings, because it'll pick your multiple quantity items. It already has those picked. So if you click on that, then it will go through, and you just click on the check mark, and it'll ask you how much you want to use, towards like 5%, if you want, to pay 5% each item that sells, or if you want, I usually do the 20% on everything. I just seem to get a little more exposure when I do that. And it's not.
I choose the trending. There's a trending rate also.
Right.
And you can pick that, and that's whatever's trending. It'll actually bump it up more because it's a trending item or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I just do the max on that. I figure if I'm doing it, I might as well go all in. I'm kind of like that. I'm a somewhat of a risk taker.
Yeah. And to correct myself, Megan corrected me. It's 4 months on Etsy, 20 cents for 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And I knew that. I must have misspoke. But yeah, 4 months.
But that's that's definitely a way to go on the promoted listings. You know,
Mhm.
it just utilizes more, you know, more exposure. Um,
I only used the promoted listings once, and that item didn't sell on eBay. It sold on Craigslist,
uh-huh.
um, but it was kind of a long tail item, anyways. It was my hospital beds, so
Right.
I can't really say if promoted listings work or not. I haven't. I haven't had a lot of multiple quantity listings lately, like I
Mm-hmm.
usually do. So I haven't had the opportunity to use promoted listings a lot yet, and I forget about it. But they are
Yeah,
changing. I think they are changing soon. The promoted listings to single items too.
that's what I heard.
I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but I've heard it's going to.
That would be good.
And then they also give you, they're also giving a $35 credit for people that use the promoted listings. Um, I think it's 35.
Is that only with the
30.
big store though?
No, that's with every store, I believe.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Uh-huh.
I didn't know
And
that. Maybe I would
so,
use promoted
even though
listings more often.
even though they're taking away the, 10% from the final value fees, I think, they're still kind of divvying it up, but you're just going to see it in different areas as far as discounts. But and really, the final value fees, when you go and you look, I mean, unless you're selling like thousands and thousands of dollars per month, I think my final value fees average around $30 a month. So 20% of that, that's pretty minimal. So of course, it's going to go up the more you sell, but so it's just one of those things. I think they took part of that and they just kind of divvied it out in another, in another area. So let's see.
So she said $23 items. It would be the original 9%, then the 20% marketing fee.
Mm,
I think so
I really don't know enough about promoted listings.
because
yeah.
it's not
Yes.
um it would be extra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's extra. But it's, 20%, that's pretty minimal. I would say that's probably about $1.50, maybe
Yeah.
$1.75, to get your item out there, and promoted. That's pretty minimal. Um, so yeah.
So you have to take into account what you paid for the item,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then what your um, profit's going to be, and then
Yeah,
if that's going to be worth it to you.
right. And you have to work that into, your best offer and, you know, your regular sales that you put on. Somebody was saying, I got to put a sale on this week. That's the first thing I do every day is I put a sale on.
So
Um, I
here's. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I only do a 24-hour sale. Um, and I list that put that up every day. Um, so that's just one of my, things that I do in the morning is put a sale up because that attracts people. Even if it's 3%, it's still an attraction and it still brings people in. Um, and it gives you that bump. Um, so Silver Hair Stacker says he has a private pick today. The new Swiss backpacks, new Speedo swimsuits. Good to
Right.
know. That is good to know. Swiss backpacks. So, yeah, those are like that's like the shoe brand, right? Swiss, maybe. I could be wrong. So,
Aren't they like,
sounds like
aren't they the same company that like makes Swiss Army knives or whatever?
maybe.
They have that cross with the red
Right.
shield or whatever. Yeah.
K-Swiss. Yeah.
Mm. Nice.
Could get expensive. Yeah.
I remember one time I bought a Swiss Army bag at Goodwill, and I liked it so much I kept it. It was worth like 20 or 30 bucks. It was a really nice bag, and I liked it so much I kept it.
Sometimes we do that.
Yeah, it was a really nice bag. I still have it.
You know, that's the funny thing about like purses. I am horrible at purses. Like I don't switch my purse. I will carry the purse until the strap breaks or there's a big hole in it and stuff is falling out.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can't find anything, you know. But the thing is I know where my all of my purses are, so I'll just go out there and shop in my own inventory and find another purse, you know.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, that's a lot of times, you know, this one auction that I went to that was just down the road for me, that was that time we bought like 4 truckloads of stuff. Anyways, yeah, there was a whole box full, like 2 or 3 boxes full of purses and bags and stuff. I mean, I never ran out of a purse, and my mother-in-law had purses, my sister-in-law, everybody in the family had purses forever. If you needed a purse, I had it, boy. They weren't real high-end purses, but they weren't real cheap purses either, you know, but yeah, everybody was in purses that time.
Wow. And says I bought these funky coil spring sneakers. Well, say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and she said the comps look pretty decent. She says she doesn't carry a purse ever. I don't think I could not carry a purse.
I never used to. I go in spurts. I usually don't carry a purse, but then occasionally I'm like, yeah, I want to carry a purse. But now lately I've been carrying a purse because I have my tablet and my phone and my headphones and my chargers. And so I mainly just keep it's actually not even a purse, it's a bag. Here, I'll show it to you.
Right.
It's just a bag.
Right.
So I can keep my stuff in it mainly.
Right.
And it's usually most of the time sits in the car, and I just grab my wallet out of it and go. But yeah, in the summertime, I sometimes like to have a purse just because I like to not have everything in my pockets when I'm like rummage sailing and stuff.
Right.
And it's nice to have that bag. Like when I go to auctions, I can put my bottle of pop in there, and I can keep my phone and everything in there, and I don't have to carry everything. You know, it's free.
Silver Hair Stacker says he carries a Ford truck. That's his purse.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Well, and that's usually what I do is just leave everything in the car or whatever. But when I'm at an auction, you know, I like to have the purse so that I can keep everything with me. I don't have to, because a lot of times when you go to the auctions, you're parking like forever away, and it's a lot of walking if you got to walk back to the car for something.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I've had some people with my purse, and I really don't think I have a lot of stuff in my purse, but apparently, like my mother-in-law lifted the purse and she goes, "What do you have? A couple of bricks in there?" And it's just, normal everyday stuff, but I don't know. What is that
But yeah,
noise?
is it a tapping noise?
Yeah, kind of.
Probably my rain. It's probably my rain on my air conditioner.
I don't know,
I
Valerie.
don't know what it is.
Do you have a fan?
No.
You
Did
don't
it
have a
go
fan
away
going?
just now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably the tapping on my air conditioner. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Can you
fine.
hear my fan?
No.
It's raining outside and it hits my air conditioner.
Oh, okay. But that's fine. I thought, well, it can't be the mice that we always hear because it's
Yeah.
like a deeper sound, It's not the same sound. So no, it's fine.
Okay,
I
sorry.
just,
Is it
no,
really loud? Or
it's not that bad.
to put myself on mute when I'm not talking?
That's all right.
No worries. So what's everybody got planned for today?
I'm gonna do a little listing and then I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Ow.
What'd you do?
Stupid Facebook, I swear.
What were you looking at, a video or something?
Happened.
It just came on and it was like, and this lady, okay, so hopefully nobody gets offended. But so she has this row of, I don't know if it was beer or soda pop or what, but she had this line of canned whatever pop. Let's just say it was pop. So she kind of like pulls her sleeve down, and then she starts punching these cans
Oh,
with her boob
yeah.
and crushing them. I'm like,
Mhm.
who would do that?
It's
Who
like,
would do that? That's stupid.
I think it's a world record or something.
How goofy.
I know.
I don't understand that.
I could think of less painful ways to make a world record. Jesus.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the, I guess she looks older. She may just be rode hard and put away wet. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Jack Smack says there's some that do it with their butts too. I think so. I think I've seen that.
I know.
I could see, it doesn't make sense at all, but man, I could not even think about doing that. That would hurt too much. Jack's Jack Smack says he's already offended when I said Facebook. Sorry. That's crazy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
Her name is Busty Hearts. Okay. Wow. Crazy.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some listing done and work on that today. I don't have any place to go, so I'll be home doing some listing. I need to do some domestic stuff around the house today too.
That's always fun.
Always fun.
Yeah, I have to wash clothes.
unfortunately, I have to run chauffeur today.
Well, it's nice of you that you do that.
I know. Guy, he works at from 2 to 10. I'm like, are you kidding me? But then he's the one who I told you about that doesn't have running water. So I got to take him at noon to his mother's house in town to take a shower. And I got to wait around for him so that he can go to work at 2. And then I have to wait in town until 10 or go back to town and get him at 10 to bring him home.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's
wait unless it's like how far is it from?
Well, it's probably about 15 miles one way,
Oh, that's not too bad.
15 to 20.
Yeah.
So I use my daughter's car so it's cheaper on gas. Because I'm sure he won't give me any gas money.
Well, probably not.
It's a joke. See, he broke up with my sister-in-law. Him and my sister-in-law broke up. And so now she lives in town. And so it's like now we've adopted him, I guess.
That's what it sounds
and
like.
Like every other day he like calls us and asks us, can you stop? And he'll give us like a grocery list of stuff that he needs. So then we got to go and pick that up. I mean, he pays us for it, but
Yeah.
it's like, don't even stop at the grocery store every other day, you know?
Yeah.
It just kind of drives me nuts. I couldn't ever ask somebody every other day to pick me up a grocery list, you know?
No, I mean you have to be able to, you know, do things on your own, figure it out,
Yeah.
you know, rather than have somebody doing, you know, you have to be somewhat independent. Even
I
if you don't
think
have
we've
a
made it
car,
too easy for.
you know, walk to the store or
Well, we live in the country. You can't walk to the store here.
right. But I mean, is he in town?
He only lives a mile from me.
Oh, okay. So he's in the country also.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he can't walk to the store, but
it's kind of like a thing of if you're not going to live in town, then you need to have a vehicle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's one or the other. If you don't want to have a vehicle or you don't think you can afford one, then you need to move closer to town.
And if his vehicle broke down like over a year ago, you know, I understand, you know, if your vehicle breaks down or whatever and you need a ride or whatever, or if you need help for like a month or whatever till you get your shit in order, fine. But I mean, this is over a year, you know. So.
I'm telling you, Nikki, you got some patience because a lot of people wouldn't put up with that crap for that long.
I know. I'm too nice, but what is the guy going to do?
What are you going to give him? Another year?
And now he finally got a job. Now that's what he's going today. It's his first day on the job. So I just told him, I said, you know, now you got a job, you got to get your car fixed or get a car or whatever. Actually, I think we're going to give him my daughter's old car to run. Yeah. It's got some problems, but he's going to have to just fix it. And so I think we're just going to let him use that car, and then he'll have a car.
Jack Smack says, gas, grass, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
That's right.
Sounds about right.
Oh. But then again, if the roles were reversed, which they wouldn't be because I wouldn't go a year without a car, you know, but he would bitch about it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel bad. The guy's got to get to work, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I understand now that his got a job and stuff, that's, you know, that maybe give him a time limit on that, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told him. I said,
Make
well,
them
we're going to give you
accountable.
that. We're going to let you use that car, Amanda's old car. So, yeah, then we won't have to. But we got a couple days yet before we can let him use that car. So,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it registered in my name. And I told him he's got to pay for insurance.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to let him run the car under my name without insurance.
Right.
I get too much to lose.
I hear you. Hey, Sally.
Hey, Valerie.
What is trending today?
Oh, let me see. I haven't looked here lately.
I never look at that.
Eric's at an auction today.
Yeah, I see that. Wish I was at an auction. My husband and my daughter are going to the air show this weekend, or not this weekend, first weekend in June. And they're like, do you want to go? And I'm like, no, there's an auction that day. What the hell?
Oh, you guys.
Why would I go pay $17 for a ticket when I can go to the auction and make money? Costs like $17 a person plus $35 to park.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'd just go get in somebody's trunk. What's up, Sally?
So the first thing on the list today is fidget spinners. Have you guys heard of these?
No.
They are little things that you hold it with one hand and you move it around, and it's like you're fidgeting. It's supposed to be, like for people with, attention deficit disorder, people that have anxiety and autism. Yeah. I mean, it's for, all kinds of different people. But just to keep their hands busy so that it doesn't affect it's supposed to keep their hands busy so it doesn't affect the way that they're focusing their mind on different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, those, and they're being sold everywhere. We actually had them at our store last week, and they sold out within one day. And then I know my husband's cousin, she runs a 7-Eleven downstate, and they get them in they'll get them in like once a week, and they're usually sold out within one day. But she's had them several times, because I seen her posting on Facebook, hey, we have fidget spinners at the 7-Eleven, on the street or whatever. And they're not exactly, I think they're like $12 or $13. And all it is a piece of freaking plastic like this big. It's, they're small. Yeah, Megan says that's what push pins are for. Clicky, clicky, clicky. That's what I do. I'm a clicky person. Oh, and she bought Anissa bought 2 last Friday for her twins. Yeah, so fidget spinners is #1 for trending on eBay right now. The second thing is Ford GT. And
what's that?
It's the car. Ford GT.
Okay.
It says 50 years after its victory on the Le Mans race course, Ford GT's legacy continues. A 2017 supercar featuring a 647 horsepower turbo V6 engine inspires searches for Ford GTs across eBay.
Wow.
So the car,
Right.
that's what's trending.
Hmm.
Number 3 is called Spectacles by Snap. And they are glasses. Snap's first ever earnings report suggests that sales of its camera glasses totaled almost 8.3 million in revenue in Q1 2017.
Wow.
Spectacles popularity rises on eBay nonetheless. So yeah, these glasses, I'm seeing $149, $179. Looks like they're glasses that you could take a picture with. So, number 4 is Adidas, and it's an Ultra Boost X Partly shoe. And it looks like, it's each pair of shoes recycles approximately 11 plastic bottles gathered from ocean shorelines.
Wow.
So they're made from plastic bottles, but they're around.
It'd pop up those kiosks. You remember this spring? It'd be like, oh, spectacles are going to be in Las Vegas. And then there would only be so many for sale. It was like out of a kiosk machine, you'd buy them.
Yeah. The Adidas shoe is ranging from $230 to $260. So they're up there.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Wonder Woman. And it's because okay, it says early tracking for Wonder Woman projects its North American debut at upwards of $65 million. Excitement for the superhero movie, which hits theaters on June 2nd, sparks sales of all things Wonder Woman on eBay.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's supposed to be a good movie.
Yeah. So get your Wonder Woman stuff up.
Get your suit on. My suit's already on.
I have this.
There you go. Get that up there.
Oh, come on. No.
Number 6 is Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's because there's another movie coming out.
Oh my gosh.
I know it.
Running that.
Oh yeah. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Huh.
Here's your sideboard. Thanks.
And so that Pirates of the Caribbean is trending right now. So if you have anything Pirates of the Caribbean stuff.
Oh my God. This freaking.
Well, you better get that up, Anissa. She has a Wonder Woman scrub shirt list.
Yep. If you've got 5 kids, yep, you earned it.
Oh yeah.
You get a bronze Wonder Woman medal for that.
Heck yeah.
Oh my God, this is one.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with hackers lately. I don't know what's up with that, but my company was, sending emails and stuff about how these hackers were trying to
rig our elections.
like hold ransom against the company's information, and stuff like that. And I guess it went through like 50 countries.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about. Number 7 is Blade Runner 2049. And it's a sequel to a 1982 movie of the same name. and Harrison Ford is in it, and it's due to come out in the fall. So that one's Blade Runner is trending right now. So if you have anything Blade Runner, you want to get it up. Number 8 is Sonic Riders, and it's a 2006 video game. It's resurfaced. Sonic Riders. Cody Bellinger. Oh, he was trending the other day, I think. He's a Dodgers rookie. And National League Player of the Week. Cody Bellinger. And then Kate Spade Handbags is number 10, which was number 1 last time.
Wow.
And it's just, you know, they're just trending because of different people using their handbags or whatever. So
Cool.
That's it for today.
Yay,
That's
good
your
job.
10.
10 for 10.
There's a lot of stuff like that. I mean, they have a lot of little lists on eBay. Like your, most recently viewed, and then like they look at what you are looking at.
Right.
Like they have on mine, the first one that comes up is chocolate.
Really?
Because I've been like searching for different candies and stuff to sell.
Right.
And, searching to see if the candy that I'm selling is, going to be worth selling and stuff like that. Yeah, Sharky Mom Dill says, my brother is head of computer security for a major corporation. He warned me about ransomware. It is serious. Yeah, just make sure that you're not opening any, weird emails or clicking on any links that you're not sure about. Stuff like that. Can get you in some trouble.
Well, just keeps your area, I don't want to say clean, but in a sense, you just have to be aware of the emails and stuff that you get.
That light makes my head look like it's shaved on the side.
What light?
This light right here, it's making my head look like it's shaved.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It just makes you look like you got blonde streak on that side.
Excuse me. I gotta go take this other package out before my mailman comes.
I'll tell you, Nikki switched me over to these sticky labels that you could print in your regular printer, and I'll never go back to. I used to tape my labels on. She goes, once you do it, you'll never go back, and she's right.
What do you do? Order them?
Yeah, from Amazon. And they were cheap. They were like, I think like a nickel a piece or something. I think I tried it out. I got a lot of 100 of them, and then you get 2 labels on a sheet. Just load it in your printer. It prints on one side, and then you just switch it around, and then you can use the other side.
Wow.
I've been trying to talk Jim into sticky labels for years, but he's too cheap to buy like a zebra printer or whatever. So I was talking to Nikki last week or something. And so she told me about these and I tried them out and they are awesome.
Huh.
I love hearing that I'm right.
There you go. Yeah. I know even Jim admitted it, and I've been trying to talk him into it for like a long time. I'm like, why don't we just get sticky labels with the tape we use and the printer paper? And it's too expensive because he's bullheaded. So then I'm like, I'm just going to order them to try them. They were cheap too. I think they were like $10 for 100 or $8 for 100. I can't remember. Anyway,
The ones my husband figured out, he was like, it was like 2 cents a label or 2.5 cents a label. I mean, if you can't afford that for your peace of mind and ease, then
well, and if you figure like me, when you tape the label on, I mean, you're probably using 2 cents and a sheet of paper and the tape to tape it on, you know.
Right. I might have to look into that.
Yeah, me too. I hate taping my labels
The
on.
guy that, and Nikki gets them too, then he'll send you like free fragile stickers and something else. He'll give you like 10 or 20 fragile stickers with the order. He just throws them in.
Yeah, it's kind of like advertising for you to buy more from them, but still, it's free stuff, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Megan says that she orders them off of eBay.
Yeah, and I think he sells on both platforms. I just ordered off of Amazon because I have a Prime, and then I get it in 2 days.
Yeah.
Where'd you hand that plastic off?
Yeah, but they're different labels, Larry. Larry says you can get those labels free from UPS. They're different. It's not I don't think it's something that you can put in your printer. And
those are priority labels.
Oh, can you get a priority label you could print on, Nikki? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying he said that you can get labels free through UPS, and I said that's probably just priority.
Yeah, I don't think you can get one that you could throw in your printer and print on, but I don't know, you know. Don't quote me on that.
No. I don't think so either, but
get it, Silver her. He's cheating it over there. Tracy Atkinson says I get 1,000 for $24 off of eBay.
Yeah, I think it's the same on Amazon.
Yeah, that's about what I pay, I think.
I ordered 100 as an experiment, but next time I'll probably order the.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I mean, I only started using them, not even a year ago. And I wondered why I waited so long once I started using them. I mean, you just rip it off and stick it. I mean, it's just so nice.
You know, I have my settings for my printer. I don't think they're right, because mine prints half of a page of a label, and then the other half is like a report or something for.
Oh yeah, our one printer does that too. It's like a shipping report or something.
Online label report.
Yeah, one of our my printer doesn't do that, but Jim's does it. Or no, it's when we have 2 eBay stores. It's when he prints a label off the small eBay store that it prints like that. The big store doesn't. You know that little like shipping report? I don't know how to take that off.
Yeah.
When I ship through eBay's regular website, I end up getting that. But then when I ship through the app, I get the regular label.
Sorry, Tracy.
I've never looked into why, so I don't know.
I gotta take it off of that. Yeah, I think so.
Patsy Morris says you can get them for free on FedEx. From FedEx free. Same size, but they are only sticky on half. Yay me, have information to share.
Yeah, but you can send it like this.
And then
I can get another one. See if you can get it. You know, because I use that.
I know I can turn it off, Larry. I don't remember how. I'm gonna have to work with it.
I think it'd be good with the one. Is that ceramic sign on the wood?
Yeah, but then I taped it like this.
That's fine.
Yeah, I have a laser printer. I used to have just a regular printer, but now I have a laser printer. The ink it's taking forever to run out, but Frankie Fine says you just lower the bottom margin so that just the label is on one page and print one page. Or Megan Carl says, Sally, there's a setting on both the single and bulk shipping editor. You just uncheck print receipt. Tracy said that she's going to sell her dynamo. I thought that was supposed to be the good one. Well, I know a lot of people use those for Amazon too, don't they? Oh. Larry asked Tara, are auctions you go to, are those estate auctions?
Yeah, are people moving? Some are people moving. Some are people that die. I would say like probably more than half. Probably half are people that die. And then you'll have like people relocating out of the area or something like that. And they just, go through and auction everything off. Yeah, we're in auction season up here right now. So I probably usually try to go to one a week. And we're also in estate sale season too. And there's a local company. They usually have estate sales like every weekend. So I usually try to hit an auction and an estate sale if I can. But for me personally, auctions are like the best way to buy my inventory. I don't like to, because we don't have a lot of thrift stores, so I can't be like running all over the countryside to thrift stores. And we don't have that good of stuff in our thrift stores. So for me, I have to go to auctions or to find stuff to sell.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the horse auction a couple weeks ago, but that's a consignment auction, so that's a little bit different. But yeah, like most of the live on-site ones are either estate or somebody's moving. Or they sold their house or whatever. Hey, Nikki, what did your husband think of that auction I showed you yesterday?
He liked it. He was looking at them pallets and motors and stuff. He didn't really care for the buildings. He said something about, I know, something like I don't know. He looked into it or something, and there was like, I don't know. He said something like you only get like 3 walls out of the 4 walls or something. I don't know.
Well,
Anyways,
I will say that's a
he
huge
wasn't.
job, you know, to take down a building.
And that was another thing. You know, we're really busy right now with doing stuff,
Yeah.
and the Pennsylvania trip and everything coming up, and we've got a lot of things planned within the next few weekends. So he's like, I don't think we'd have enough time to take on a project like that also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but
that's
otherwise good.
that same company's got one down here by me. And they have a preview today. I'm gonna see if I can help Jim with his shipping. If we can go check out the preview just to go see what's there. You know what I mean? Or at least get a feel for what the lots look like. But they had some all right stuff. They got like vintage light fixtures, you know, like those gas station green porcelain shades and lots, pair of World War II flight pants, and some other stuff, some signs and stuff like that. So I might go, maybe I'll go scope it out today if I got time.
I remember I looked at their auction one other time, and there was like, they had pallets of new stuff.
Yeah.
And I think you turned me on to that one, I think, or something. I don't remember. But anyways, but it was like way far away. I think that was the one that was like way over in Green Bay or something.
This is the first time I've had them anywhere close to my area, so that I know of.
But I guess my husband looks at them every couple weeks. He looks up their auctions, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked them on Facebook, so then I figure if something pops up around here. But I know they have a lot like way down in western Wisconsin, like around La Crosse and stuff.
Which the thing is you don't mind driving a little bit to pick up a lot of inventory.
Yeah.
If you were sure that you were gonna win all that stuff. You know, I've had it where a bunch of stuff and it's probably gonna be worth going over and picking it up, you know, because there's just so much of it, you're getting it so cheap. All of a sudden you end up losing out on the bids and you end up getting like one item or something, you know. It's like,
I know. That happened to me at an auction in Park Falls. I bid on a whole bunch of stuff. And Park Falls is probably about, well, it's not Park Falls, it's Phillips, which is probably about an hour and 20 minutes for me. I got one item, so I just talked him into shipping it to me because it was a small item. We did spontaneously buy it last night.
You spontaneously what?
Bought a car.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Jim found it on Craigslist. It's and we both don't like them either. I don't know why, but I'll see if we don't like it. We can sell it. We bought a VW Beetle, not an old one, the new style.
Oh,
one.
cute.
Yeah,
cute.
Anyway,
I would love one of those.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a real like. I mean, I don't like yellow cars. My father-in-law had a yellow one, and this one's royal blue, so at least it's like a better color.
Oh, pretty. Blue's my favorite color.
Anyway.
But I don't like cars, though.
If I don't like it, I'll sell it to you, Nikki.
There you go.
There you go.
The problem is I don't like cars either. I like trucks or SUVs or vans or something where I'm sitting up higher.
Yeah, I agree with you, too. And I don't mind a car, but I'm not a big Volkswagen person. No offense to anybody, but I'm just not a Volkswagen person. But anyway, we're going to try it out.
Yeah. Well, you can flip it if you don't want it.
Yeah, we got it right, so we didn't pay very much for it. It needs a kid slid in the ditch and he put a hole in the bottom of the radiator. So Jim, he already ordered the radiator, but he has to put a new radiator on it. But other than that, it ain't in bad shape, and it's not like cracked up or anything.
You could name it like Guido or something.
Guido? Oh yeah, you mean like Mario Brothers or what?
I don't know. I always wanted a bug to name it Guido.
Oh, okay.
Why?
My father-in-law had a yellow one, and they had custom license plates on it that were called. It was B-Bug or B-Bug, I think, and he like requested to keep that license plate, for that car when he bought it. Anyway, and Jim used to make fun of him because it had like the the flower that they have like a plush flower that's on the dash and a vase. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
Jim make fun of them, you know, because you got this big, you know, 6'5" guy riding around with this yellow bug and this, you know, flower in his dash thing.
I suppose you're not feeling real manly if you.
No, Jim hated driving it. This was back when like Jim would do real estate, and his dad would be like, "Oh, just take my car," you know, and he'd be like, "I hate driving that thing. It makes me look like a feminine or something." But then we went and bought one today, or last night.
I'll be right back in a second.
Oh my God! Everybody left.
Did they?
Yeah, it's just me and you.
Well, that's good.
I saw that Tracy said she's trying to stay away from auctions. I have a lot of stuff to list too. The reason I like to go to an auction is it does bring in a lot of fresh inventory, and it seems like it brings, for me, a lot of action on my eBay store then during that time. And then I'll start popping a lot of stuff that was listed longer too. I don't know, it just must bring in fresh, more eyes because it's fresher inventory or what. Or I'm crazy. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to, you know, keep your inventory fresh, and and that's why it's important to list every day and all of that, because you have. I mean, I just think about all those people that are looking at eBay. They're not all going to want my stuff, and so you have to always, be putting new stuff out there, because if you don't, then nobody's going to, everything's going to be long tail. And,
and you'll put something new up that's like maybe a sexy item. Like, let's say something that's worth more money.
Mm-hmm.
You might draw them to your site looking at that thing, and they probably won't buy it or whatever. But they'll maybe go through and look at some of your other stuff, and they might pop on something else.
Exactly.
Oh, get it.
That was me.
Yay.
That was me for once.
Oh, there you go. See, you were listing this week.
That was a $300 sale.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what'd you have for $300 so I know to look for it?
Laminator.
Oh, okay.
Laminator.
Awesome.
My husband bought for $30. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I took a best offer of $300.
Cool. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some boxes.
Okay.
They sell for $500 to $700 used, but mine had some cosmetic issues, so I knew I would have to take less. But
yeah,
I mean, that's quite the market, so that's fine. That's why I said just a minute. So I called my husband to ask if it was okay if I accepted that offer. So he says, "Hell yeah, take it." I figured he'd say yes, but I just wanted to ask him just out of courtesy,
Sure.
That was his whoops purchase. He thought it was a t-shirt press.
Oh, gotcha.
He had just walked in the door of the auction, and he saw that what they were bidding on, and it looks like a shirt press. And he just bid on it. He said they were at $30, and he bid at it, and he got it. And then he realized that it wasn't a shirt press. Shirt press for some t-shirts that we wanted to make, But anyways.
Yeah.
But I sold that, so that paid for press not too long ago, and on another auction. So me selling that for 300, that paid for that shirt press, that paid for the laminator, and that paid for my shirt press, and I still made money. So
Nice.
my shirt press was pretty much free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And it gives me another $300 towards my Pennsylvania trip.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna possibly. It depends on, financially if I can do it, but I'm gonna try to go to an auction Saturday. See if I can go to an auction. They have them. I think they have it every Saturday. They have it's just an auction house, and they have them every Saturday. And so I think I'm going to try and go to that. I went last year, a couple of times, and then but I have plenty of stuff to list. Thank goodness I had a lot of overstock that was in another room, and it was kind of spilling over into another room. Not to say that it was a hoarder, but it just wasn't organized at all. And I finally had to get that stuff organized, and I probably, with the time that I didn't have a car and wasn't able to go sourcing, that came in so handy because I could still list stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was really a godsend, really, that I had so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm probably about halfway through that stuff now. And I still go to, I've gotten to the place where I go to thrift stores now and still get stuff from there, but I'm listing from that stuff also. So I'm kind of, mixing up with the stuff that I already have with the new stuff that I'm buying, and it can't hurt. That's the thing. It can't. And a lot of that stuff, I bought when I was new, just got into this. And so a lot of that stuff is just, there's no value to it. So I'm finding all those, you think, why did I get this? Or, what was I thinking?
Yeah. It happens. It's part of the learning curve.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do want to start going to I think they just have it on Saturday night. So I'm going to try and start going to that again and see what I can, pick up. And just get more familiar with that. I want to do that, and then I, definitely want to start doing my target shooting again. That's one thing I'm really excited about.
If you go to the auction, Valerie, though, make sure you stay to the end. Because, like, in the beginning, you'll see, like, people, like, when they got money in their wallets, the stuff will go higher usually in the beginning.
Right.
And when people start, like, thinking they spent too much or your crowd's getting thinner, that's when you do the best. And you'll have, it ain't like they save all the junk to the end. I mean, you'll still have good stuff coming up at the end. It's just people get a little more conservative with what they spend.
Actually, there's a lot of good stuff at the end because they want to keep people around.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They save a lot of the good stuff towards the end. But yeah, she's correct. You want to stay till the end. That's when the best deals are because people are leaving and everything else. So if you can stay till the end, you want to.
Well, and then like some auctions, like live on-site auctions, like around noon, That's when if there's big stuff like let's say guns, vehicles, or tractors, they'll have like this break in the auction where they'll do all that big stuff right around lunchtime, and then you'll get kind of a lull after they get done with the big stuff because you'll have a lot of people that hung around for that and either bought something or got outbid, and then the crowd thins off a lot.
Yeah.
I'm almost worried about selling this damn laminator. This person sent me 5 messages since they sold it to them.
Oh, really? They just bought it 5 minutes ago.
I'm getting nervous.
Is
Wants
it
me
local?
to ship it.
Are you shipping it or local pickup?
No, shipping it. Wants me to ship it to a different address. Wants me to pack it this way, and wants me to send it this way. And
Oh gosh.
yeah. Boy. Hope it's not a problem buyer.
Sorry.
Very polite.
Well, that's good. I've had that happen with I sold a kind of expensive time clock about a year ago, so then they go into minutia on how to pack it just because they're all, worried it's going to arrive damaged and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you say, well, thank you for your purchase. I'll take extra time. Because Jim laughs. He goes, look at my feedback. You think they don't ship a lot of stuff out, But you don't say that to the customer. Thank you. Yes, we'll take extra care.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you're
Glad you reminded me of that.
glad you gave me your assistance because I'm a total flippin' idiot. I don't know how to. I'll probably make my husband pack that one.
Yeah, I would. That would be a Jim job if it was mine. Jim's out there right now. He has to pack a huge. It's a hanging light. It's like one of these mid-century ones with a glass ball, but that glass ball is like this big around. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah.
That's a good one for you.
Yeah. I love lighting.
Sorry. I was supposed to wake Job up and because he was going to go swimming with his friends today. And they were just going to go to the hotel because it has like a water park inside. And I went in there. He didn't even go to bed until like 8 this morning. So I knew that he was probably not going to go. I go in there. No, he's probably not going to go. But he took extra time to ask for a ride and stuff this morning, and then that kid
says I'd rather sleep.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
It took like 10 minutes to get his eyes open.
Oh my god!
He's just like stretching and then acting like he was gonna lay back down. And I'd pull him back up and open your eyes. Come on, open your eyes.
How did he ever wake up on his own? Like to go to work and stuff?
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't go to work usually until like 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Right.
So I think that makes it easier on him.
Yeah, because you're probably already up. Doing things or playing games or whatever. So
and he gets off at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So he has all that time to play games and then go to sleep. So, but yeah, he can't wake up on his own usually.
JC Atkins said they are just excited, Nikki. Yeah, I hope that's all it is.
Tracy said she had a customer yesterday on a $12 crock. He had very picky questions, and I thought, really? He sent me a note apologizing, being picky, and talking about this item replacing a broken item in his collection. I told him, yes, I thought you were picky. Now I just think you're charming.
Yeah.
That's good. But I mean, there's
Why are
definitely
you sitting in a cafeteria at a hospital, Robin?
yeah.
Hopefully everything's okay.
And she's listing, but she ran out of things to list. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Trying to think of what I need to do today. List.
She said her daughter has a doctor's appointment, so it's all good.
Oh, that's good.
I said,
Glad everything's okay.
I said is taking a nap on that list, but I said it while I was on mute. Of course. Yes, I believe it's going to be a warm one. We just got a rain, so I think all that humidity and stuff, that's
Yeah.
going to make, she says 80 degrees in Michigan today. Yeah, it was pretty warm yesterday, too.
It ended up being 92 here yesterday. And I decided to run my air conditioner. I don't be offended by this word, but I pushed out. Hopefully nobody got offended by that, but yeah, I could not do it. Got too humid and yucky, and so I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna suffer. So I didn't.
That's okay. It
But
sounds like you're playing it smart with the thermostat and all that, so.
yeah, I mean, I had it at 78. I was like, well, I don't want to go crazy, but so I had it at 78, and then this morning it was windy and everything, so I turned it off and I opened all the windows again. So Mother's Mustache says she's ran her AC since January. What the heck?
Oh my
Where do you
gosh.
live?
Wow. She's probably
That's
like in
crazy.
Texas or something.
Probably.
Or Florida. I think Florida. I think she's in Florida.
We're still in the 50s here. Pretty excited. It's supposed to get to the middle 60s next week.
It's supposed to be one day this week here. I thought I heard.
And out here we're supposed to get we're in the 50s this week and middle 60s next.
Oh yeah, because usually your weather heads my direction.
Yeah, we're supposed to get it'll be humid here all week. So it's supposed to be in the 80s and 90s, and with thunderstorms, with that humidity, it just makes it so unbearable,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that tornado weather in Kansas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tornadoes.
Megan. Where's Megan at? I can't remember.
I think she's Ohio. I could be wrong though. Maybe not. Maybe Colorado? I don't know, to tell you the truth.
89 a couple of days ago, and now snow due today and tomorrow.
Yeah, because I don't know where she lives. Mother's Mustache lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Actually,
Yeah.
I used to live in Savannah
Hey, shut up.
a very long time ago. She's in Salt Lake City. That's right. That's right.
Oh,
Utah.
wow.
Yeah, Kansas. What was it? Last weekend. I guess it would be the western part of Kansas got a snowstorm. They got blizzard conditions
Wow.
last weekend.
Wow.
So
Yeah, Tracy says my grandma would say that's pneumonia weather. That's the truth. Because, like, with the weather changing and it turning warm again, then and the humidity, it seems like you have water in your lungs all the time.
oh yeah.
That's exactly how it seems. And I'm still trying to get over like having a wheezy chest,
Mm-hmm.
and coughing up stuff. So it's scary because I don't want to get sick. Natalie's in Georgia too.
Yep. I lived in Savannah. I think we moved there when I was 3 months old, and I was there until I think it was like two or 2.5. We moved back home. So
They say it's beautiful there. I've never been there. I suppose you weren't old enough to remember.
no, I don't remember anything about it. But my mom really liked it.
Yeah.
She didn't like the storms though. She didn't like the storms at all.
My mom lived in Georgia for a while before I was born, but she lived up in Stone Mountain, which is by Atlanta. But I went to Savannah because of business, and she loved it there.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah, me too.
To kind of see the area and see where they lived. My mom always said that there was when I was, a baby, and my dad was at work, and so my mom was with me and everything, of course. And I guess there was a tornado that went right down the middle of the street. There was apartment buildings on each side, and there was, a tornado that went right down the middle of the street.
Huh.
And she said, I was so scared. She said, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with you. We just had our, we just got underneath the table and we just closed our eyes and I held on to you tight. And she said, that was the scariest moment I've ever been in. She said, that was horrible.
She also used to say, talk about that eclipse too.
Yep.
There was an eclipse where it turned dark in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Whatever kind of eclipse that is, I can't remember.
It should be a total solar eclipse.
Solar, maybe, yeah.
I think it's a solar.
But yeah, she said that was so weird. So weird, and she kind of just got freaked out because it was so dark.
Yeah. I mean, she was definitely, used to being at home with my grandmother, and, she'd never been like on her own,
Yeah, somewhere else, yeah.
In a completely different area and everything, but it was kind of crazy. The sun is going to be an eclipse. Let's see, there's going to be an eclipse of the sun August 21st. Interesting. I always like it.
I remember
to watch eclipses and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
I remember when I was in 5th grade, we had an eclipse of the sun. It goes about
where
4th grade.
where it went dark.
Yeah. Well, it didn't go like, but yeah, it went darker. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never like paid attention, I guess, to when it's supposed to go completely dark, you know.
Yep.
I've never seen it.
What the heck? That was weird. That sounded weird. Um,
So Tara, my week's turning out pretty good. I had $130 day yesterday and a
Awesome. We were just
$300
talking,
day today.
and yesterday my day sucked. See, so just depends.
yeah.
We were just talking about that. Yet me and Nikki were talking about that yesterday. That one week, you know, Nikki could have a really good week, and my week sucks, or vice versa. The next week, you just never know. I did have a good weekend and a good end of the week last week, but yeah, yesterday was not very good. But I haven't listed all weekend either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
I actually took some time off. So I think I took Saturday and Sunday. I did not do any listing. I didn't do any work whatsoever as far as with my eBay and stuff. I just concentrated with the outside, but you know, it definitely took a toll on sales and everything. And it's it kind of, you know, it takes a little bit of time to kind of get that ramp back up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't list Saturday. I didn't list Sunday. I didn't list yesterday. And I don't know if I'm going to get around to listing today. I got some listings I have to finish up. So I don't think I'll be doing too great.
I only have like 14 listings.
Yeah, but if you got good stuff up, it doesn't matter. I mean, something like that laminator, you know, I mean, it's something that somebody's going to commercially use. I mean, it'll pop.
Yeah. Searchable item.
You know, sometimes they might take a little bit. Like I had a go-kart body that I picked up for $20 this fall, and I sold it, I think Friday for 360 or something like that. But I mean, it was listed for like 6 months. But sometimes that big stuff just takes a little longer to sell.
I've only had my laminator up for about a week and a half.
Oh, awesome. Were there very many other ones listed or not really?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I mean, it's a really popular item.
Yeah.
That was done. She got my labs back and said she got my labs back, and my doctor she got my labs back and wanted me to increase a pill that I'm taking, and but I'm already taking what she told me to take. And I'm like, am I correct? And the nurse is like, yeah, that's what you've been taking. So I don't know what she's thinking. I'll have to call you back. Okay.
oh my gosh. What medicine is that?
Metformin.
Yeah.
They had me on that medicine. It makes me poop.
It does do that to your system at first.
Huh?
I don't know what it has in it, but it does make you do that at first. And then your body kind of regulates and
Yeah,
at least mine did.
mine does too.
But yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people when they first start taking that.
Well, I took it for like a year, and it still made me poop all the time. And at the time, I was not to be crude, but the time I was at work, I was working in an office, and I have poopophobia. So
You're pooping in public areas.
I don't mind pooping like at a gas station or something, but I don't like pooping at work where people know me, or like at the auction. I won't poop at the auction because I don't want people that know me.
I don't poop at the auction because they got a crappy old outhouse there. And I try not to go in those very much if I don't have to. $10. Yeah.
So at least you guys know if I came over to your house, I wouldn't poop.
That's good to
What would
know.
Where would you go?
You go to the gas
station.
Nikki's gonna make a beer run. AKA she's gonna go to the bathroom. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Now that you guys know that information about me.
I don't care where I'm at.
I'm not a stinky pooper, but I'm always
Me
afraid
neither.
that if I pooped at work, what if it did stink?
Well, my
You know?
shit smells like roses, so I have no problems.
And honestly, I mean, this is such a gross conversation, but it does.
You
It
started
normally
it.
does not stink. And like my husband, he can't even believe it. He's like, I don't even know how you don't stink. And I'm like, I'm just not rotten inside, I guess,
Right,
like you are.
right.
He's rotten.
My
Well,
kids,
anyways,
I cannot, I can't stand to go in there after them.
Mhm.
Even if they use spray or whatever, I cannot stand to go in after them
makes
because
it
I
worse.
will throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, kind of a gross subject, but
On that note,
now the only time mine stink is if I'm sick or if I haven't done it in a while.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Kara's like, great. So glad I joined today.
Why does it always go back to shit?
okay, I gotta go. No.
This is a shitty conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop or dog poop or whatever, but it's a topic a lot.
You know what's weird is usually the guys are the ones that start talking about shit and smell and all that. What happened?
I don't know.
They rubbed off on us.
I guess you
Guess we
picked up
hang around them too much.
Robin says the show's going to shit.
Going to shit in a handbag, huh?
Nikki
funny.
used to always catch me eating breakfast. No more. Sorry. You never know what I'm going to talk about.
This is true. You never know what's going to be on the show. That's why we don't put in like an agenda or itinerary because that's no fun.
That would never work.
Motivation might help somebody. What if somebody goes on metformin and they're like, God, why am I crapping so much? They'll be like, hey, wait, I remember Nikki said this medicine made her poop. So it'll help them.
Mhm.
Exactly.
In medicine, they put me on it.
Show.
They put me on it because I'm a pre-diabetic. I'm not an official diabetic and I don't have sugar problems. He put me on a low dose of it just in case.
Yep, me too. I kind of look at diabetes, and it may be kind of dumb the way I look at it, but I look at it as, you either are or you're not. Kind of like being halfway pregnant.
Yeah.
You either are pregnant or you're not.
Yeah.
Or I think as you get older, like when you get to be an old person, I think you kind of get put on it like you're pre-diabetic or whatever. It's probably changes in your body where you don't,
Sure.
birth be the same as like when you were 20,
Well,
Right.
now I have to say, my husband, when he was on prednisone, high doses of prednisone for this problem he had, he and diabetic. Now he's not diabetic.
Huh.
Right, because the prednisone actually
Yeah.
increases your blood sugar.
Yeah, when he was on those high doses of prednisone, he had to take like 5 pills to counteract everything that the prednisone was causing.
Crazy.
I would say there's diabetes in my family, and I quit drinking soda. And not that I ever had a sugar problem, but when I was pregnant, they make you drink like that. It's real sweet, like orange soda, to test your sugar. I failed it the first time, and it scared the shit out of me because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to have to go through the rest of this pregnancy doing insulin shots and stuff like that. And then the second time they do like a more intensive testing with the orange soda or whatever, and that one I passed, but I was scared. And to tell you the truth, I quit drinking soda. I used to be horrible. I used to drink I could drink 8 cans of Coke in a day. I love Coke.
Yeah, me too.
And I rarely drink it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was a real bad diabetic. Well, she died when she was 62 because of it. And I'm like, I'm going to try not to get it if I can help it.
Yeah. Exercise is a big thing with diabetes.
Yeah.
You can get exercise.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
Movement, exercise.
Oh, yeah.
I walked up and down my driveway about 5 times yesterday.
There you go.
But today it's pouring
Got
rain.
a little workout. That's good.
I'm starting to get a horrible gut. I mean, I'm not starting to. I have a terrible gut, and I got to get rid of it.
Yeah. I'm a little gutty too.
Because that gut causes diabetes.
Yeah, because it's how the sugar's stored in your fat.
Yeah.
Your body goes and woodchucks up all this sugar in your fat, and then you have diabetes problems.
SpaghettiOs and Cool Ranch Doritos probably didn't help.
Well, I don't think Cool Ranch Doritos have sugar in them. Probably SpaghettiOs do.
No, it didn't help my.
I quit drinking the Coke, and I was having trouble with kidney stones too, and that stopped too after I quit drinking the Coke.
Oh yeah. Yep.
If you get a kidney stone, that's worse than being in labor.
Oh my God. I would have 10 children compared to one kidney stone. Oh my God, it was horrible.
It was worse than being in labor because at least you get a little reprieve in between contractions, but that's like stuck a knife in your back.
Yep. Oh, I've had 2 kidney stones, both of them when I was pregnant, and it was horrible. And they say it's 20 times worse for a guy, and I am so sorry to any man that gets one. Oh my God.
Wow.
You don't know what pain is till you get a kidney stone.
Yeah, that's bad. It would make me. I get one, and it like kidney stone attack, and I would be like throwing up and nauseous. I mean, it was horrible. The first one I had, I thought like I was having appendicitis or something.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do. You can't sit differently. You can't poop. You can't. Nothing helps it.
No, I go to the doctor and they give me pain medicine. Is what I do. That's the only thing that'll help it.
They admitted me both times I had mine because I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, I haven't had one since, thank God.
No, I haven't had one in a long time, but like I said, I used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola, and I don't drink coffee, but used to drink. I would drink a lot of iced tea, and that's two things like caffeine and like cola drinks that will cause them.
Calcium too.
Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day.
Yeah, drinking water does help with kidney stones.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all tomorrow, bright and early. And hopefully everybody has a good day and they're listening in and gets all their work done and all that good stuff. So we'll see y'all later.
All right.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.